Okay, so Selenium. Sorry. So Selenium, as we know, it is an open source tool. So if you want to use this automation tool, you need not to pay even a single rupee. Okay. So Selenium we can download into our local machine, or else if your project is having Maven, we can do it through that Maven dependencies. Okay, so this pointer is clear, I hope.
Yeah.
Now, coming to the components. Okay, we have seen now how to use that. Now, we have components of Selenium. Like we have 4 components of Selenium. One is IDE, another one is remote control RC, WebDriver, and Grid. Okay, so mainly we will be focusing on WebDriver. In this session, we will focus on WebDriver because it has lots and lots of advantages than this RC. Okay. Now, for example, if you want to just, you don't want to do anything extra, you want to just record and play back and see what is exactly happening in your test cases, we can go for Selenium IDE. Okay. Then RC was deprecated due to some reasons. For that, we will come later. Then coming to WebDriver, Selenium WebDriver. So now we are going to use Selenium WebDriver, whatever this locators or whatever these all things we're having in the WebDriver. Then coming to Grid. Grid is like, for example, suppose you want to do some parallel execution. Like if you want to give your test cases to some other machine. Okay, so at that time we will go for Grid. There will be one hub node. Okay, and there will be there will be one hub and there will be multiple nodes. Those diagrams also I will show you later. So for example, I want to run my test cases into parallel machines, node 1, node 2, node 3. And my test cases will be in a central hub machine. So through that, I will be executing all those things. But this also we will not concentrate as a part of our training session. We will go only with WebDriver. But I will show you this IDE, a small glance, how it works, so that you can have an idea of WebDriver as well. RC and Grid we will exclude for this training session. Okay, so these are the components. If anyone asks what are the components of Selenium and what are the mostly used for a small project, if you want to just record and play back, we can go for IDE. If you want to do multiple execution, multiple parallel execution, all those things, we can go for Grid. And normally, if you want to have an effective interaction with the web elements or other tasks, you want to write the script in your own favorite language, we can go for WebDriver, which is having a lot of advantages. We will see one by one. Later on, third point is it is especially meant for web application, web testing, web app testing. Okay. And it supports not only one browser, but it supports multiple browsers like Firefox, which is coming from Gecko driver, Chrome from Google, Edge again from Google. So in this way, it will support multiple browsers. It will support Chromium, Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Gecko drivers, all these things. So it is a multiple support of, sorry, it will support multiple browsers as well. We can do cross-browser testing as well. Then coming to 1 second. Parenting here. One second. Okay. Then, so this is the exclusive part. Sorry, this is supporting browsers. Not only that, we have multiple OS systems also. Okay, this Selenium will support Mac, Windows, and Linux. So we all have Windows system, right? So we can understand how it works in the Windows system. Then support multiple languages. Like we can write a test script not only in Java, We can write in Python, C#, Ruby, all the OOPS languages we can write our test scripts. So it will support that too. So in this training session, we are seeing about Java, right? So you might have written, you have created a Java class where you will be writing driver is equal to new driver of. Then all the Java codes we will be using in our Eclipse client, Eclipse IDE, which is a client. Okay, so these are the main basic pointers of Selenium. Any doubts in this? So it is an advantage also, and this is a basic introduction about Selenium as well.
Aarti, one basic question. What does it mean when you say a record and playback with
Yes, I
IDE?
will show you that.
Yeah.
Okay, as a part, actually, this is also not a part of training, but in order to have a brief introduction of this WebDriver, if you see this IDE, you can have a connection, like how it is working.
Okay.
Okay. So for in these pointers, do you have any doubt?
No.
No, right? Okay. Right. Now, as moving ahead, I'll go with IDE. IDE is nothing but an extension. Okay. If you type Selenium IDE for Chrome extension, it will give you the auto suggestions. When you click that, you will be having the first link. Okay. Here, actually, I have added my Chrome extension already just before this morning. So here I'm having remove, right?
Yeah.
So when you add for the first time, you will be having add for Chrome extension. Okay. When you click that, here you have a symbol like this. If you open this, here your Chrome extensions will be added. Okay, this is Selenium IDE. It is just an extension of Chrome.
Okay.
No need to download, nothing. But we have downloaded version also. I'm not sure of that. But I used to use extension only previously. So simple. Go to your one second. Go to your Google. Just type Selenium IDE for Chrome extension. Take the first link. Okay. If it is, I think so, you might have noticed add to Chrome was there previously.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. So just add it. If you add, after adding, you click this symbol. I don't know the extension symbol. Here you can have all the extensions. Selenium IDE extension. Okay. So when I click this, it will give me some kind of this type of thing. Actually, it will not give, it will be in the previous, you can see the background. Okay.
Yeah.
At the time it will give you, and then you will have this pop-up. Okay. Now I'm going to record. Here you can see record a new test, open an existing project. Suppose if you have already recorded and kept, you can do it. Create a new project, close Selenium IDE. Okay. If you don't want, you can close it. I will go with record a new test. These all options you can try by yourself.
Okay.
So as it is a first time, I don't have any project into my existing IDE. So I will go with the record a new test in a new project. I'll just click this. I will give my project name as any, I will take Orange HRM. So I will take Orange HRM as my project name. Okay. And I want to give the URL. Then only it will go and start recording. So what I will do is I'll go to this. Okay. I'll take this URL, Control C. Go to see here, you will be having at the taskbar, you will be having a Selenium Chrome extension. Okay. Coming here, just paste it and start recording. Okay.
Yeah.
When I give start recording, the screen will be divided into two. So whatever action I perform here, you can see in the commands, target, and the values. Values are nothing but the data which we are going to give it. This is only useful when you have a limitation of performing the test. Just record and playback. Okay. Now coming to admin. What is the username? Admin, I guess. ADMIN. Yes, admin. And can you see? Window size was this one. Name was this one. And the value I have typed as admin. which is a type command. Okay, then I will, 1 second. Then I will type my password, ADMIN123.
Yeah.
You can see the password here. When I click login, password is there, type is, sorry, the value is here, and I have clicked after the things. So each and everything will be recorded. Why this click is coming here is because I have clicked, if you have not, I mean, if you have observed, I have clicked on that particular text box and then I enter the value, right? That is why it is coming for click. So whenever you perform whatever action, click, type, or double click, each and everything will be recorded here.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to stop, you can just stop your recording and you can minimize it. Or else you can come here. If that is not working, here you have a stop button, right? Just stop the recording and store your test case.
So maybe this we can use it as test log. Is it Aarti? I mean, for when
Yes,
we raise a defect and show it to developer for the reproduction,
but this
checking
has
if
their
it
own
goes.
drawbacks, Shravani, because we can't, of course, it has its own advantages, but we can't show the reports. We can't give it in that presentable manner. This
Okay.
also has reports, I guess.
All right.
But why we can't use this is we can't every time go and record and play back and show the results.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
If you go to the disadvantages, I think so you can find it out. Because nowadays we are not using this. We are
Okay.
just to show an advantage, like, I mean, not advantage, just to show an glance of how this IDE works, how this,
Yeah. Yeah.
WebDriver works. WebDriver, we will write the code. Here we
Right.
will do it in this way.
Okay,
Okay.
Aarti, I understood. Actually, I heard many
Mm.
times this record and playback, but I didn't
Okay.
get an idea what it is. Yeah, it is clear to
It's
me.
very simple. Okay. Now
Yeah.
everything is done. A simple login. So you can see a login test. Simple login test I have completed now. So what I will do is I will, if you have multiple tests, you can run all test. If you have single test, you can select that and you can execute it. So if you run the current test, you can see preparing to run your test, and tick mark is everything is getting corrected. Everything is okay.
Yeah.
Here you can see the logs. Okay, something is, I mean, some internet issue, I guess. That is why it is not ticking properly and having power issues as well. So team, if suppose if I go offline, like I'm having a power issue here. So we can continue Monday, but still, okay. If suppose I
Okay.
go offline suddenly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now see here, some user, this is not okay. Something has gone wrong with this. Okay, so we can retest this part again. I think so. I don't know what is wrong here. So something has gone wrong. So that is why it is showing that okay, due to some waiting issues. I'm getting my messages logs late. Can you see here? It has given me why it has failed. Because yes, more than 3000 milliseconds it has recorded. Then also it was not able to find because of my internet issues. So you can again, you can run the test. So it will run for the second time. So these two tests are passed. Oh my God. Once. Okay, so this is the case. So here you can see again it is like, I'm having some connection problem. That's the reason it is not able to give me. Again, I'll get the same error. Okay. If this is passed, it will give me a green tick. Here a green tick, everything will be in green. Again, it has a timeout because of this implicit way. Okay, now how to rectify this? You can try by your own. Okay, here you can have the commands. If you go and click, you can give some values, you can give some descriptions. You can have many things over here. If you have a video, good video of Selenium IDE.
Okay.
Okay, so you can add some assertions as well. I forgot many things. I used to explore this, but I forgot. But to give an idea, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we will having the Selenium IDE.
Yeah.
Then if you want to close, you can just close it. But as of now, I'll minimize it. Right. We'll go back to our presentation. So I hope you all have an idea of IDE. It's just a Chrome extension. Add your test cases, record and playback. If you want to playback, you can again rerun the test case again. If you have multiple test cases, just go and click on all the test cases will be there with your references as well and with your logs created as well. If you want to add some assertions, you will be having multiple boxes here, if I'm not wrong. Enable and disable commands also is there. So you can just explore it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, so we have done with this. Now, we understood that yes, it is an open source tool. We can use these components for a small project. If you just want to show record and playback, we can do this. And if you want to give a good full-fledged details of start right from the starting reporting test cases, everything we can go for WebDriver. And if you want to go for multiple execution, parallel execution, you can go for Grid. But Grid, I haven't used till date. I don't know whether it is an free or I don't know about this. Okay, but these two we used to try when we were in learning sessions. RC was deprecated, so we can't use that as well. Then coming to testing. So we will have only this web browser testing. So we can't do mobile app testing. For that, we have Appium separately. But Selenium will support only web application testing. With all these browsers speciality, cross-browser speciality, cross-OS speciality, multiple languages speciality. You can write your scripts not only in Java, you can write in any of the programming language. Selenium is capable of executing those test scripts and giving you the result. And if you want to download, you can download it. Or if you want to go ahead with Maven project, from that you can add the dependencies and you can work ahead. Go ahead with Selenium.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are all the basic pointers. Then coming to the architecture. Right. Then now when we go to this official website of Selenium, it will give you all the details. One second. So selenium.dev is your official website. Why? Okay, so the selenium.dev, if you go here itself, Selenium has given all the details like Selenium automate browsers. That is why with that power is entirely up to you. And what is this automated browsers? So it will support automated, right, browsers. It supports the web browsers.
Yeah.
Okay. Then see what they can use, what we can use. We can't see RC over here because it is deprecated. So we can use WebDriver, which is in red color, which is like most probably used, then IDE, and then Selenium Grid. So these are the three things you can start with and learn with. So IDE, we have seen a small glance. WebDriver, we will see when we go ahead. Our next classes. Selenium Grid will not be our part of training. Okay, so these are all the partners and other things you can see it over here. If you go to this blog, you can just have a look of what is Selenium WebDriver, how it is used, and so on. So this is the official website of Selenium.
Okay.